Now what I was saying about inserting the flower component to your necklace, you can do so and it will make a very pretty element. You can also use two more, or two more flowers, either the same size or two smaller ones. Now here I have, just for demonstration purposes, I'm putting another flower here, and I'm going to put another flower up here. They're different, of course. This one has a white center, and as you can see, it's a ring that I made. There you go. Here it is. It's a ring that I made using the same component. It's a very beautiful ring. It has a white center though, so you can use one flower here, you could put one flower there, then a center flower, and you can put another flower, down here, or you can use it, you can play around, see what would look best for you. This is what it's all about. Embellishment is what it's all about. Embellishing your own necklace to your taste, to what you want to wear, to what you like. So I'm just giving you a few ideas. You can use flowers the same size. You can use this big flower and two smaller flowers together with the beaded with the seed beads like leaves. You can use anything you want. Now okay, as you can see, I already finished my necklace, and I added dagger beads to the bottom together with a pendant. The pendant is the same, more or less the same color as the dagger beads. It complements the necklace color and everything. How did I do this? Okay, I inserted 10 dagger beads into a piece of wire, and I put the pendant, and then I inserted 10 more dagger beads into a piece of wire. Now here I put some dagger beads. You can either twist them the way I did with these seed beads. You can twist them pretty much the same way. Well, not pretty much the same way, but you can also twist them. You can take one of the seed beads, separate it from the others, and twist. Like 2 or 3 twists would be good enough, okay? It's just to secure the dagger bead. Then take another dagger bead, leave a space, more or less a 1/4 of an inch. You don't really have to leave much, just about a 1/4 of an inch, and then here, just about a 1/4 of an inch, and then twist again. 2 or 3 twists, and that will put the dagger bead closer to the other one. See how close they are to each other? Okay. Another method you can use is with your crochet hook. Now with your crochet hook, I have already made a loop. Let me move this around because I don't know if you can see very well. With your crochet hook, I have already made the loop right here. I have already made a loop here to insert my crochet hook. Now we're going to push our bead, put under, hook, and pull. Take another one, under, hook, and pull. Pretty much the way we made our necklace, remember? Now, this way the beads are going to be more separated. As you can see, the beads are going to be more separated. But once you finish and once you place them in your necklace, you can push them a little bit more together. That's the beauty of using wire. You can do a lot of things with wire that you can't do with regular thread. So you know, you can just push these, you know, push the wire together, push the beads a little bit closer to each other, and there you have the two beads closer to each other. And you could do the same with the whole strand. What you do to put it in the necklace is the following. You are going to leave a long enough tail on one side and on the other side, like an 8 or 10 inch tail. I think 8 inches would be good enough. And then you're going to insert, you're going to take your necklace and you're going, oh, first of all I have to explain how you center the pendant. Once you have your 10 beads on one side, your pendant on the center, and the 10 beads on the other side, you're going to take a small piece of wire, run it through the bail, and then secure it to your necklace. You're going to make sure that it's centered correctly. You're going to take the ends of the necklace where you have your beads, where you have your you know, your clasp. You're going to take them, put them together, and then that's the way you're going to see where the center of your necklace is. And right in the center of your necklace, choose a bead as reference. It could be a crystal, a pearl, one of the chunky beads. Just see where the center is, and there you're going to insert the wire that you have the bail that you have inserted into the bail of your pendant. And you're just going to twist it, give it 2 or 3 twists, and leave the wires facing towards the front of the necklace like I have showed you before. And then from then on, you're going to make your daggers, your dagger beads. You're going to twist them or crochet them, whichever way you want to do it. If you're going to crochet them, you could crochet the whole strand together with the pendant, and that way you would not have any issues on you know, on having to do it afterwards. You could do it also before, you know, the twist. If you want to twist them, you could also do it before you place your pendant in the center, because you're going to have to twist the pendant as well. So once you have it, the whole strand together with the pendant, you center it, and then you have the long wires at the end. And what you're going to do is that you're going to basically use it like if it was a needle and thread, and you're going to go into your necklace and, you know, like this. This is how it's going to look. You're going to go into your necklace, you're going to place your beads, and then you're going to go between the beads with the wire, and then you're going to go back in again. It doesn't matter where, as long as, you know, you just don't let your wire stay on top of any of the beads in your necklace. Then you're going to go between the next bead and the bead next to it. You're going to go between them, insert your wire in the necklace, pull it out, and then continue on and on with your next bead until you have all your beads together and you also have your pendant in place. So you continue in this manner, in this fashion, and you finish off, and it will look like this. This is the final product, okay? And I think it turned out beautiful. So let me take this out. I'll just have to I think I'm gonna have to cut it. I'll just cut it off. So this is the way I chose that I wanted to do my necklace. I think it looks very pretty. I think it looks beautiful. And as I said before, I have already worn it without the embellishment. I wore it before without the embellishment, and I got a lot of compliments on it. Then I wore it with the embellishment, and I got even more compliments on it. So people like it either way. If you're going to make this for somebody, just make sure that you get, you get it straight on what they want exactly. And when it comes to the embellishment, it's really very important that you get it straight on what they want, how they want their necklace embellished. You can make several examples, and that way you won't go wrong. Now what I wanted to show you, remember how we made this, how we made the clasp? Okay, so I made a special clasp. Here is the clasp that I made. I made this one, and I made a peyote toggle clasp. It goes in here and it closes, and it looks beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can change the clasp. Let me just find where this ended. I don't know where it ended. Hold on. I'm going to find where it ended. Let me see. Here it is. So what I'm doing basically is I'm reversing the clasp here. So I'm going to add that new piece of embellishment to my necklace because I love the way it looks, and it gives a whole different look to your necklace. Okay, so here I already took out the loop, and I'm going to go through one of these little loops that I have here in my clasp, the clasp that I made. I will be showing you later how to make this clasp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, looks like it's a little bit too thick. No, there you go, here. Okay, and I'm going to just I'm going to leave a little bit of space right there so that it has movement, and I'll just twist again against the wire from the necklace as evenly as possible so that I don't leave any ugly gaps or anything of the sort. And I just push against until I come to the bead cap. And then I'm going to use my chain nose pliers to tuck in any ends that might be loose, that might hurt me when I use the necklace, or that might hurt whoever I make this necklace for. There you go. Okay, so I have it. Look at how beautiful it looks. It looks really, really, it gives it it looks totally different. So I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to take the toggle, I'm going to unbend it, and I'm going to look for where the wire ends. I might need to use my chain nose pliers to do this. Yes. Okay, there you go. And I'm going to undo this as well. Okay, now this is moving a lot, but let me undo this. And we're just going to add the new toggle. We know that it has to be somewhere in this area, so I would say sort of 1/2 inch, and that's where I'm going to add it. Now, as you can see, I added this little loop here to my toggle clasp, to my toggle. I added this little loop, and I made it in 2 colors. I made it in a lighter shade of blue and then a darker shade of blue, and I added those new beads that I got because I couldn't find the same color as I used for the other ones. So let's just pass our wire through this little loop that I made. And like I said, this is more or less where I want it, remember? And we're going to just leave a little bit here. I'm just going to make it, round it out a little bit. Round it out a little, just so that it won't be, you know, like choking it, and we won't have any issues later on that it breaks or snaps or whatever. So we're going to I have to put these a little bit closer together there, so that they look more even. It's a little bit more difficult when you do it, you know, after you have finished, you know, the necklace, and you have to undo it to add something else, because the wire's already twisted and it's all, you know, it's got dinks in it and everything. So it's just a little bit harder, but it's not impossible. So we'll just try a little harder, anything to make our necklace more beautiful. So here we go, we're almost finished. Remember that we have to put it all the way up to our bead cap so that it doesn't move. And here we have come to the end of our bead cap. We're going to use our chain nose pliers to tuck in any wires that could possibly, hurt our neck. And now, let me show you. We have our necklace with the beautiful new toggle clasp. And just look at the difference. Look at how different it looks with the new toggle clasp. It gives it such a different dimension of beauty. It really looks beautiful. I really love it. There we go. So please send in any suggestions you might have on what you think of the necklace. Here's a toggle clasp. It's very beautiful. And here's the rest of the necklace. There. I think it came out very beautiful, don't you think? So I will see you next time with another tutorial. Our next tutorials will be on how to make these kind of clasps and wire clasps. So until next time, see you then. Bye.